This realtor got 3 booked appointments on his calendar in just the first 4 days of running YouTube ads together. And these appointments weren't just with anybody. Every single lead that came through was pre-qualified and screened so that he's only speaking with the most serious and qualified buyers and sellers in his market. And I talk to realtors all the time who have ran ads for 2, 3, 4 months, and even in that time weren't able to see even 3 qualified appointments. So how did I do this in just 4 days? I use a unique YouTube ad funnel that's probably different than anything you've seen before or have tried in the past. So in this video, I'm going to show you and break down exactly step by step how I get these results. I'm going to show you the exact video ads that I run on YouTube, the unique offer that attracts only your dream and ideal prospects, and how to actually make one. I'm going to show you the qualification process that filters out all the time wasters, tire kickers, and finally, how we're actually booking these appointments on your calendar. So you'll see exactly how I get these results for the realtors I partner with, even in the first 4 days. And if you're looking to grow your business using YouTube ads, or maybe you've tried Facebook ads in the past and have been burned, or just with other lead gen companies, I truly believe that this system can change your business. And if you're intrigued and you want to see how this system could be implemented in your business for you, just check the description below and book a call with me personally. So let's get right into it. Here we go. So I'm going to go through the exact funnel. I'm going to go through the YouTube ads, the strong and targeted offer, how to make a mobile optimized landing page, the one I used, the lead qualification process, and then actually booking the appointments. So let's get into it. And this right here is actually a screenshot from the Google Sheet that I'm using to track all of these metrics. And this is a bonus tip right here. If you are running ads on Facebook, Instagram, Google, YouTube, you need to be tracking your metrics by hand or having some other third-party software, just because the attribution and the tracking from those ads isn't correct. For example, in the Google Ads Manager for these YouTube ads, it only said 5 leads came in, but there was really 8. So you need to be doing this by hand so you know exactly what your numbers are. And having said that, I'm going to just walk through the last 4 days of running these ads and show you the metrics. So we're spending $20 a day on these ads and targeting buyers. So far, we've spent $86, 5,400 impressions. We've had 81 clicks, which is about a 1.5% click-through rate, which is very, very good if you know anything about running ads. You usually want to hit at least a 1%. That's a good number. If you're hitting 1%, your ads are doing well. But obviously in this case, it's about 50% higher than the average. So I'm going to show you what's different about these ads and how we're getting those higher click-through rates. Then also from this, we've gotten 8 leads in the last 4 days at a cost per lead of $10.78, which is honestly ridiculous for YouTube ads. And that's honestly something that's almost unheard of. So I'm going to go through exactly how I'm getting that low of cost per lead as well. And then from that, of course, we booked 3 appointments. So 3 out of those 8 leads were qualified and turned into appointments, which is pretty crazy. If you've ever tried any other sort of ads before and online leads, you know that is very hard to do. So getting right into it. So it all starts with the YouTube ads. I'm not going to show you the whole script, all the editing, just because I don't want people to just steal my stuff. But this is just a screenshot of it. And I ran 3 ads like this, testing different hooks. So the body and the close in them is the same, but I'm testing different hooks because that will significantly impact the results you're getting, the click-through rate, the amount of leads, all of that stuff. So that's another thing. You need to be testing and split testing different ads, different angles, and different hooks. Now, from the 3 ads, this is a screenshot from my Google Ads Manager. This is the click-through rate from each ad. So you can see 1.68, which is ridiculous, 1.19, a bit on the lower side, but still well above 1%, which is the industry standard. And then this one, 1.57%. So as you can see, all these ads were getting a 1.5% click-through rate, which is ridiculous. Now, the way that I get that is by creating really, really targeted hooks. And something I will say that has helped and that I've seen is, 1, you want to use the city name or the area name that you're targeting in the hook of your ad. Because, for example, if we're just saying attention home buyers rather than attention Oklahoma City home buyers, that just gets your attention way more than if you just hear something generic, like if you're a homeowner or if you're a home buyer. So that's one thing that I found really helps. Now, one other thing as well that's a bit underrated is including actual numbers in your ad and in the hook. So rather than just saying you're going to see how to sell your home for thousands of dollars over asking price, say we're going to show you how to sell your home for $10,000 over asking price on average. Of course, you don't want to make claims that you can't, that are false, but it's also so much better to use real numbers, just because it's a lot more believable and it brings up that trust. And that's just a psychological trick as well that I try to include in all of my ads. But so that's the ads. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm not going to show you exactly what it is just because I don't want to show it to everyone. People are just going to copy me. But if you are interested, just book a call with me down below. I'll go through all of this, show you exactly what I'm running. Now, the next part, and this is probably one of the most important things and the difference maker from this ad compared to the other ads that I've tested or maybe that other people try and don't work. Now, this is the strong and targeted offer. So if you're serious about getting deals with YouTube ads, you need to be thinking outside the box. So what do 99% of realtors offer when they're running ads? It's always a list of homes or a free home valuation. Now, why do many realtors fail with paid ads or have poor lead quality? It's because they run copy and paste ads that literally every other realtor in the market runs. How do you think that's going to work if you're copying what the guy down the street's doing and you're expecting better or different results? It just doesn't work that way. And the more and more times and the more people that are copying, the less effective it gets, which is why the list of homes, home valuation ads, those just basically don't work anymore unless you're in a super unsaturated market. But right now, everybody and their mother's a real estate agent. So unfortunately, that's not the case for most. Now, I'm going to show you how to make a killer offer. And that's one of the pillars in this ad, is not having just a generic offer, is making something that's actually targeted and calls out your ideal and dream client. So let's go through it step by step. So number one, who is your target audience? So an example would be seniors looking to downsize. And for this, the more specific you can get, the better. So you could do men over 65 looking to downsize to a suburb of the city. Like, that's super specific. And if you can make an ad and have an offer tailored to those people, it's going to do really well. Number two, what are they worried about? For this one, it would be their home doesn't support their lifestyle. So third, you want to tailor your offer to this exact problem. So it would be how to find the perfect smaller home that fits your lifestyle. So it doesn't need to be anything crazy, but you want to make it relevant to them and basically make it feel like this is exactly what they need. You want to package it in a simple, digestible format. You don't want to just copy and paste a bunch of stuff on a document. For example, you want to make an ebook or some sort of video training. Now, I will say the ebooks do work very well, but the caveat is you can't just have a ChatGPT copy and paste ebook. You need to actually put some time and effort into it and make it valuable, because that's a big thing as well. If people are downloading this and they're getting it and it's just honestly crap, why would they ever trust you if you can't even give them a good offer or a good ebook, right? Just think about it that way. And number five, would somebody pay $50 for this? Now, this is what Hormozy says all the time when you're coming up with a lead magnet and an offer for your ad. Just ask yourself that question. Would I pay $50 for this? If the answer is no, then you probably need to rethink what you're doing and what you're offering and just go and make it better until it truly is valuable enough and it's worth $50. And again, stay away from ChatGPT with this. Just don't do it. It's just going to hurt your brand when people are opting in. Now, the next part, and this is one of the most important parts, one of the big things that I see with ads, is people not having a mobile optimized landing page. Now, this is the outline of my landing page. Obviously, I blurred it. I'm not going to give it away for free. People are going to copy me. But the big thing is making it mobile optimized. The majority of people that see your YouTube ads are going to be on their phones. So you want to make sure that when you're creating your landing page, that it's optimized for mobile. So it's not anything revolutionary, anything crazy, but that's just something you need to keep in mind. And a lot of people, when they're making their landing pages, they make it for desktop. They make it look super, super good on computer. But the truth is, most people are on their phones. So make sure you're seeing how it looks on mobile before you're actually publishing it. And this is one of the key reasons why I was able to get $10 cost per leads for this realtor in a competitive market as well on top of that. Now, the next part is the lead qualification. So this is definitely the most important step in the process after you have these first few steps optimized, you find your winning ads. This is always going to be the most important because this is how you're going to turn these names, emails, and numbers into actual prospects and people who are going to be interested in what you have. You need to qualify them and call them right away. So an important thing to note is that every single lead that came in with this campaign was called within 5 to 10 minutes of them opting in. Let me say that again. Every single lead was called within 5 to 10 minutes of them entering their name, email, and number. Now, realtors are busy, and I know that, and it's not feasible for most of them to dial new leads this quickly, but you're literally leaking money if you don't have a follow-up system in place. And let me tell you from my experience, when I used to run Facebook ads, I wouldn't have any appointment setting part in there. I would just send them to the realtors, they would call them, and it was just tough to get results. But a thing that I found is just the leads just weren't getting called anywhere close to enough. And when I say that, I mean you need to be double dialing each lead at least once or twice a day for the first 7 to 10 days of them opting in, preferably 2 weeks. So that might seem like a shock to realtors, but that's just what you need to do in order to be successful with online leads. And I'm speaking from experience of doing this for these agents running YouTube ads that I'm partnering with. So if you're serious about making ads work, you need to commit to dialing every lead within 10 minutes, or you need to hire an ISA or some VA to do this for you, or just work with someone like me who does all of this appointment booking qualification completely for you. Because let's face it, most realtors just aren't going to be able to do this, and you're going to be missing out on a ton of opportunities. And I mean a ton. It makes a huge, huge difference. Now, this is the actual qualification that you want your ISA or your VA to go through when they're calling these leads and pre-qualifying them. So I'm going to give you just the questions you want to ask. Obviously, you want to make it more conversational. You want to build a bit of rapport before, but this is just the brief outline. Are you looking to buy, sell, or both? What area are they interested in? Neighborhoods, cities, something like that. Their time frame. If they found the perfect home at the perfect price, how soon would they be looking to move? Their budget. Specific requirements in terms of number of beds, baths, acreage, garage space, stuff like that. If they're looking for a townhome, condo, single family home. Their motivation for buying or selling. This is important for increasing your show up rate for the appointment. You want to find their reason for moving and why they're looking to do this. And then finally, you want to make sure they're not working with an agent, because obviously you're never going to be able to work with them. So that's the 7 questions that I use and that I recommend, and that gives you a really good idea of the appointment that you're going to be taking soon. Then after you get all of this information, you pre-qualify them and they're good to go up to your standards. They have the budget you're looking for and that you're willing to work with. You want to actually book the appointment. So that's the final step, and this is what it looks like. This is an example text that I sent to my client John in Oklahoma City. So, hey John, just spoke with a new lead from YouTube. His name's Jerry. Here's his phone. Obviously, I blocked it out. His budget, areas he's looking for. He wants a custom look, 1 story preferably. He's an older guy with at least 3 bedrooms, and he's looking to make a move in August. So that's about, 4 or 5 months on the line from when I'm making this. And then basically getting a call back time, and I schedule him on his calendar for 2 p.m. And then also just throwing in that if he doesn't pick up the first time, just double dial him. because that's what I did, and he answered the second time. So that's the entire system right there. And if you want to get texts like this when you're literally walking down the street and, oh, new appointment booked, then you need to be implementing a system like this with people calling your leads and dialing them for you. Because trust me, it works, and it's amazing when you can have that leverage in your business where you're not trading your time for money. You're just getting qualified appointments sent to you. So all you have to do is focus on closing the deal. So to quickly recap what we just went over, I broke down the exact YouTube ad funnel that's getting realtors booked appointments in days, not months. I covered the unique offer, how to make one that makes your dream clients take action immediately. Also, the key features of a high converting landing page. Also, that's optimized for mobile. Remember to keep that in mind. And finally, the qualification process that ensures only the serious leads make it to your calendar, so you can just focus on those and not waste time with tire kickers and literally just close deals. Now at this point, you really have two options. You can take what I've shown you today and try and piece it together yourself. It might take some trial and error, but hey, you got the blueprints. Or you can just shortcut the learning curve, work with someone who's already dialed this in so you can start seeing results faster without wasting time or money, maybe within 4 days like this realtor. So if you're serious about getting more qualified leads and actual appointments from YouTube ads, I'd love to chat. Just click the link in the description to book a call with me, and we can see if this system would make sense for you. So that's all I have for this video. I appreciate you watching, and have a great rest of your day.